You ever had a woman look you dead in the eyes and say something that made your stomach twist, but you ignored it because you wanted to believe she didn't mean it? That moment was your warning, and deep down, you knew it. As a psychologist, I've seen too many men destroy their peace by staying when they should have walked away the second those words came out of her mouth. Not because she's evil, not because she's broken, but because what she said revealed the truth you didn't want to face. She's not emotionally safe for you. You see, most men today are not heartbroken because of love. They're heartbroken because they heard the truth and refused to believe it. When a woman tells you something that cuts through your chest, listen closely, because that's her real self speaking, not the version she shows the world. The first thing she might say is subtle but deadly. I'm not ready for anything serious right now. You think that means you should wait, prove your worth, earn her love. But what she really means is, I want your attention, not commitment. That sentence is emotional currency. She wants to keep you orbiting her world, giving her validation and effort, while she decides who truly excites her. You'll become her emotional backup plan, her ego boost, her late night comfort, but never her priority. Men confuse patience with loyalty, but loyalty without clarity is self-betrayal. You deserve a woman who knows what she wants, not someone who keeps you as an option while she explores her chaos. And here's the harsh truth. Some women will test how much of yourself you'll give before you realize she's never going to give it back. Every maybe is a slow goodbye. Every I don't know what I want is a quiet rejection disguised as softness. I've watched strong, confident men shrink into anxious shells because they were trying to decode a woman who had already made up her mind. They start walking on eggshells, texting more, overanalyzing every silence, not realizing the connection they're fighting for only exists in their imagination. You can't fix confusion with effort. You can't heal uncertainty with patience. And you can't earn love from someone who's already decided to keep you waiting. When a woman tells you she's not ready, believe her. When she says, let's see where this goes, understand she already knows where it won't. Walking away isn't weakness. It's self-respect wearing armor, because sometimes leaving isn't about giving up on her. It's about saving the part of you she was slowly teaching to disappear. The second thing a woman might say sounds innocent, even kind, but it's not. It's when she looks at you with soft eyes and says, you deserve someone better than me. Most men hear that and think it's humility. They think she's scared, wounded, maybe protecting him from her own pain. But let me tell you the truth from a psychologist's perspective. That sentence is emotional camouflage. When she says you deserve better, what she's really saying is, I already know I'm not going to treat you right and I don't plan to stop. It's a preemptive excuse to hurt you without feeling guilty. She's handing you a warning label wrapped in softness. And the moment you say, no, I want you anyway, she knows she can cross boundaries without consequence. You've just told her that you'll accept less, as long as it comes from her. Most men underestimate how powerful that moment is, because that's when the dynamic shifts, and not in your favor. Now you're trying to prove that you're good enough to make her believe you do deserve her, but love doesn't come from convincing someone, it comes from connection, and if she's already checking out emotionally, no amount of proving will bring her back. You'll start doing small things, buying gifts, texting first, tolerating disrespect masked as mood swings because you think consistency will fix confusion. But consistency only works with people who want to meet you halfway. When she says you deserve better, she's declaring she won't be that better version. She's telling you she's emotionally unavailable and hoping you'll stay anyway because that's validation without accountability. And here's the hardest truth to accept. You can't teach someone to value you. You can only show them what happens when they don't. A man who stays after that sentence is teaching her that his love is unconditional, even when it should have limits. Boundaries don't push love away. They protect it from being destroyed. When a woman sees you enforce your worth, she either rises to meet it or fades because she can't. Either way, you win peace. But most men fear loss more than self-betrayal. They think walking away means failure, when in reality, it's emotional intelligence in motion. So when she says you deserve better than me, understand this. It's not a compliment. It's a confession. She's telling you she's not ready, not consistent, not emotionally safe, and maybe never will be. And your silence, your distance, your decision to leave, that's not punishment. That's closure. She didn't expect you to have the strength to choose. Because the man who walks away from manipulation isn't cold. He's finally warm to himself. The third thing she says doesn't sound toxic at all. In fact, it sounds affectionate, even playful. She'll smile, touch your arm, and say, "You're too good for me." And that one line, that sweet, flattering lie, has ruined more good men than betrayal ever did. You see, when a woman says, "You're too good for me," it activates something deep in a man's psychology. He hears admiration. He feels chosen. He thinks, "She sees my value." But what she's really doing is shifting the emotional balance and from equality to guilt. It's not love, it's leverage. Because the moment she paints herself as the one who doesn't deserve you, you'll unconsciously start trying to prove that she does. You'll give more, forgive more, and tolerate more, all in the name of love. But here's the truth. That phrase is never used by a woman who plans to rise to your level. It's used by one who plans to pull you down to hers. It's a warning that she won't meet your effort, your discipline, or your emotional maturity, and she's hoping you'll lower your standards in the name of understanding. Men fall for this because it sounds humble, but it's not humility. It's a shield against accountability. By making you believe she's broken, she gets to keep acting broken. And every time you accept it, you teach her that love requires no growth, just your endless patience. Here's what most men don't realize. Women respect men who challenge their excuses, not the ones who protect them. When you let her hide behind, "I'm just not like you," you're not loving her. You're enabling her emotional stagnation. And when she finally leaves, she'll tell herself, "He was too good for me," as if hurting you was noble, as if walking away was selfless. But really, she just found comfort in your strength until it started reflecting what she refused to become. You can't rescue someone who keeps choosing the fire over the water. You can't heal someone who uses pain as identity. And you can't keep pouring into someone who calls your consistency too much. If she truly believed you were too good, she'd rise. If she truly respected you, she'd match. If she truly cared, she'd grow beside you. But if she just says it and you stay, she learns that your empathy is a weakness she can rely on. So when a woman tells you, "You're too good for me," don't smile. Don't argue. Don't prove her wrong. Because the strongest thing a man can do is accept that she's right and let her go. The fourth thing she might say comes when she feels you slipping away, when she senses you're starting to wake up. She'll look at you with a mix of fear and charm and whisper, "I don't want to lose you." It sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Like the sentence you've been waiting to hear. But what she really means is, "I don't want to lose your energy, your attention, your emotional investment." She's not saying she wants to build a future with you. She's saying she doesn't want her world to feel emptier without you in it. It's not love, it's possession. And if you've ever fallen for that line, you already know what comes next. She'll give you just enough affection to make you stay, then return to the same patterns that made you doubt her in the first place. It's the push and pull game. She feeds your hope only when your silence scares her. I've seen this cycle destroy men's confidence. They start believing that her inconsistency is a test they can pass. But it's not a test. It's control disguised as vulnerability. Because the truth is, when a woman truly values you, she doesn't have to beg you to stay. She builds a bond where leaving doesn't even feel like an option. But the ones who say, "I don't want to lose you," after disrespecting your effort, aren't protecting love. They're protecting access. Access to your time, your validation, your emotional labor. And the moment you say, "I'm not going anywhere," she knows she can repeat the cycle. Now, the fifth and final thing, and this one cuts deep, is when she says, "You've changed." You'll hear it after you finally start setting boundaries, after you stop chasing, after you start valuing your peace. That's when it comes, not as curiosity, but as accusation. She doesn't miss you. She misses the version of you that tolerated what she could get away with. And that's the cruel paradox. The moment you grow, the people who benefited from your weakness will call it distance. So when she says, "You've changed," smile, because she's right. You did. You stopped begging for the bare minimum. You stopped confusing attachment with love. You stopped shrinking yourself just to be chosen. Change is the price of healing, and it always offends those who preferred your pain. So let her say it. Let her go. Because real love never demands that you stay small to feel safe. Now, I want you to ask yourself something real. Have you ever ignored one of these signs because you were afraid to be alone? Comment your truth below. And if this video opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this tonight. Because sometimes saving another man starts with you refusing to fall the same way again.